We're back! Hey everyone, silver is pumping, gold is pumping a little bit too, and we're back to the live show. If you're watching this on the replay, use the time codes below, people, that's what you do. But if you're watching live, you get to enjoy everything we do here at Good Morning Stackers. That's as best as you can get it today. Your weekdaily live show all about gold, silver, bullion, economic news, the whole thing. And we do some shout outs. My voice is still recovering, so it might be a short show, but you get to enjoy the synchronized slurp. You've missed it. I've missed it. I haven't been doing it while you guys were not doing the show. I haven't cheated on you. We're doing it for the first time since we did it last time. So let's all enjoy the synchronized slurp. It's where we grab a tasty beverage of your choice. I don't care what it is. And you must slurp it. Yes, some people don't like the slurp, but we'll talk about that in a second. But we're going to slurp it together in, here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I will continue to slurp this water again because of my voice. I've been a little bit sick. I'll actually tell you the real reason why in a second, why I don't have a voice. But my name is Joe Main. I have been a stacker in Australia for, geez, a long, long time. Over nearly 15 years, and I have worked in the bullion industry in Australia for 11 years now. I do this live show and I teach you the skills of how to create consistently engaging content, whether that's for your business. I do it a lot for businesses, or whether it's individual. You want to launch a individual YouTube channel on any subject you like. I give you the skills how to do that. I have a 10-week course that costs you money, but let's find out first if it's going to work for you. So what you do is you jump on a chat with me and we talk one-to-one like this over a Zoom call, and I go, is it going to work for you? I don't know. And then we talk about it. Yeah, it might. Here's what we could do, and here's the cost of it and all that stuff. I'm a dirty, greedily capitalist. That's what we do. And of course, I'm brought to you by my brand partner, Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. I'll show you their website in just a second. But what we do first is we do some shout outs. And then we'll take a look at silver and gold and platinum, the gold to silver ratio as well. And we'll take a quick look today at the AUD, the Australian dollar against the US dollar as well. So shout outs, people. Great to be back. Again, I don't know how long this show will take today because my voice has to hold out. But let's do the good old shout outs. Why are my comments not coming up? Let's go to here. No, am I live? I am live. Why aren't my comments coming up, people? That's weird. Let me try that again. Okay, I'm getting comments, but I'm not allowed to. Seriously? I can't see them. Can you guys see my comments when they're coming up? Hope everyone's well. What's this? That's a favorite. Are you serious? Why am I not allowed to show these comments? Good morning to everyone. This is weird. Just give me 1 second, people. Don't know why this is not even. I'll get rid of that and then we'll come back to that. We'll do the comments right here. Let's see if that works, people. Oh, God damn it. Okay. For some reason, the comments aren't showing up. Do we know why? Let's see if I can share the screen. Sharing the screen works. Okay. Does that work when I... Nope. For some reason, it doesn't. Well, God damn it. It is all part of the process of doing the comments. Okay, for some reason they're not coming up, but we'll quickly read them out. Pete Repeat says, hope everyone's doing well. CT, welcome back. Joe, welcome back. Black Coal is in the house. Mark, Florida, GMS, great that you're back and hopefully doing well. I'll give you that in a second. Glad, Black Coal says, glad you're feeling well. Knackers is in the house. Yo, the Don, GMS. He says, David Williams is in. LB, g'day LB, first time on the show, fantastic. Denny Lou, good morning. And Jason Ashworth is back in the house as well. Morning, Joe. No idea why they're not coming up. I go away for a little bit and then stuff keeps stuffing up. But let's talk about the silver price. We have seen some silver pumping. If you're seeing these comments come up on the live show, post a comment below. They're just not coming up for me for some reason. I mean on the screen, not on the YouTube chat. So let's share the screen, people. Here is silver. Oh my goodness. So great to see. And we had been talking about, and I have been doing some pre-recorded videos. So you got one yesterday, you got one the day before as well. And we were below here. We were underneath. We were just yesterday, we were just peeking our head above this downtrend line right here. It's a very key one, which I've been talking about. Of course, we're priced in US dollars. So $30.50 US cents right now using the tradingview.com website. This is the daily time frame. And we were just under here. And my video yesterday, my pre-recorded, was called Silver Trying to Break Out. And we were talking about this level here of $29.80, very key resistance, as you can see over here. Resistance here as well. And we were talking about it would need to break above and close a day above here for me to say that quite likely that the head and shoulders pattern that may have been playing out on silver would be invalidated. It certainly looks to be invalidated to me now. I think I'll go ahead and say that. Let's take a look on the weekly. Yeah, it looks invalidated to me. So if, for example, we had have seen left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder and finding resistance around about 29.80 and then breaking back down, then I would have said the head and shoulders pattern still in play and probably likely to play out. But as I said yesterday, negating that would be, breaking above 29.80 and holding above it, at least on a daily, preferably a weekly, would negate that. So we've certainly seen that. So we are back, baby. It looks great for silver. A little bit different for gold. I don't know if we're completely out of the woods for gold just yet. But let's take a look at, as I said, that silver price is looking much, much more positive. And we'll show you the gold to silver ratio too, which is dropping like a stone. But that breakout here of the downtrend line and particularly the $29.80 level. So we closed yesterday way above this $29.80 level, and we closed this morning. We closed the previous day because it closed for our time. It's around about 8 a.m. where the new day starts. So it's around about $30.45, something like that. That's a very clear break of $29.80. And so that says to me, head and shoulders not in play anymore. So that's why I've been talking about this best buy zone, anywhere from 28 down to 26 US dollars. While we've been below $29.80, I've been giving that a 70% chance of occurring. Now that we're back in this range, so long as we maintain support at $29.80 and we don't close a day below there, I'm not even going to take that to, I'm not even going to take it to 50-50. I think I have to do even better than that. I probably have to flip that. Actually, I'm going to, I'll give it a 60-40. So I'll give it a 40%, so a 40-60. No, actually, no. Sorry, I'm going to flip it. I know it's a drastic percentage change from 70-30 to 30-70, but because it's such a key area, this $29.80, while we're above and while we're holding above $29.80, I'm actually going to flip it and do it a 30-70. So now only a 30% chance, while we're above $29.80, that we see my best buy zone of 28 anywhere down to 26. It's still support. And I'll also show you something else, which I did yesterday. If you didn't see yesterday's show, I'll show you something very quickly, which gives me pause to think that's still a very key support level. But now I'm 70% chance that we at least test the final hurdle. That's 31 US dollars. And as I've been saying for a very long time, welcome to my new subscribers overnight. But for you guys, 31 US dollars, excuse me, is my final hurdle. If we close any month above 31 US dollars, it has to be not just right on 31. I'd say, you got to go 31, 31.20, 31.30, particularly over 31.30. But anything over 31, any monthly close, I'm 100% bull market territory. Not 99% where I am now. I've been 99% while we're over 26 US dollars. 100%, no questions asked. New all-time, new interim highs coming. We're on our way upwards to that $37 to $40 level. But it's a great move to see that we're moving in that direction. So it's great to see. Just while we're above that $29.80 level. So I'm now a 30% chance we hit the best buy zone. But look, speaking of the best buy zone, this can certainly happen. You could certainly see, we saw a breakout and then a fake out. You don't tend to have a second breakout and that becomes a second fake out. So I'm much more positive about silver, much more likely that the 70% chance plays out rather than the 30% chance down. It's just you don't normally see it just pattern wise. But out of interest, you got to keep an eye out for it. So we really want to hold that $29.80. But just out of interest, as I said, the $28 anywhere down to 26, that's now very key support. And I'd actually say the top end of my best buy zone is going to be a key support area. But as I said, 30% chance. But I just want to show you this. This is from yesterday. And I'll show you it quickly. This is a subscription service that I subscribe to. And I haven't logged into this particular subscription service for actually a few months. And recently they just posted, just the other day, this particular chart. You may have seen it yesterday, but if you didn't see the video, this is a semestrial chart right here. Each candle is 6 months. And they had drawn in, gee, what do you know, a 26 to 28 semestrial resistance, which it was resistance, now in brackets, now support. You can see it very clearly. I have been talking about, as you know, that 26 to 28 best buy zone for weeks and weeks and weeks now. And then I just happened to log into this place, to these guys. They're northstarbadcharts.com, northstarbadcharts.com. I hope they don't mind me showing this one little screenshot. They normally do big video reviews and all that on the subscription service. So I'm giving them a little plug. I'm not stealing their stuff and making it as my own. This is theirs. But that very interesting that these guys that I respect very much so for their technical analysis also came up with the 26 to 28 support zone and resistance zone. I just happen to call it the best buy zone, in my opinion. And their whole thing was this candle right here. I don't know if you can see it. You can probably just see that on the right of your screen right there. No, you can't even, dang, you can't even see it. I will do this. Does that work? Yep, there we go. This candle right there is the 6-month candle that just closed at the end of June. And they said because it closed above that 26 to 28 resistance level, it has now become support. So they're very bullish on silver because of that reason. I've been bullish on silver for a long time after that 26. But for me, again, that's that $31 level is the final hurdle for me. But it's great to see confluences of different opinions and different minds. So that's northstarbadcharts.com. I'd highly recommend that you subscribe. It's a paid subscription. So go check them out. So that's all I've really got to say for silver. We're opening the day green. Doesn't mean we stay green. Just watch out for a fake up. But the $29.80 level is very, very key. But it's looking positive right now. So 30% chance we hit the best buy zone. 70% chance we go for the final hurdle of 31. It's looking really good right now for silver. That is silver. Let's do my old mate gold. This is gold in, again, USD, 2,359 US dollars. It is signaling to me now that I'm pretty darn certain. Now I'll have to look on the weekly time frame. I'm almost there. I'm not 3070. I'm not 3070 with gold. I just do want to watch out for a fake out. We have had the fake out here. Often, most times you don't have a second fake out, so it's looking great. So I'll give it a 50-50 chance of hitting the best buy zone. It's probably closer to that 3070, but I'll keep it at 50-50 at the moment. I don't think that's now a head and shoulders pattern. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, probably not. I did talk about the fact that if we close a day above 2,350, and then I'd be much more positive for gold. We did technically close like basically just on it, 2,352, I guess. That's the previous resistance level. So we closed really just on it. I'm not as there with gold as I am with silver. So I'll just call it, I'm going to be really fence city, and I apologize. I'm going to be 50-50 for gold. It's probably more likely 40, 60, 30, 70, but I'll stay with 50-50 for the moment until we see a clear move up to the final hurdle, which is 2,400 US dollars, which signifies to me closing a week, closing a month above that, says new all-time highs coming imminently in gold, not 6 months, a year down the track, talking weeks ahead, mere weeks, couple of months, that kind of thing for gold. So it's great to see though, we are back above 2,350, so it's very, very positive. On the relative strength index on the daily time frame, it's looking positive there too. We're just not over this little hurdle right here. We are ticking up which is great to see. We're above this trend line. Let me show you on the relative strength index right there. So we just broke that. That's looking great, but we just have this little support resistance level at about 58.50 on the relative strength index. You can see that very clearly. So we're not above that yet. That's why I'm just going to stick with 50.50. Again, probably really fence sitting. It's a bit annoying, but I'm just going to stick with that for now. I don't want to make a huge call. It's looking positive, but we'll keep it at that. And what would negate that? Obviously, breaking 2,305 right here. If we break that and we break a day below there, that signals, oh no, we're not at 50-50. We're probably 80-20 chance, so 80% chance that we hit the best buy zone, which happens to be out of interest. In case we get there, 2,250, anywhere down to 2,150 is my best buy zone, best risk to reward. Have I been saying throughout this whole thing, don't wait for this? No, dollar cost average. This is just a fun weather report where we could go, etc. You should just dollar cost average. What does that mean if you're unfamiliar? Your every paycheck, pick a time, once a week, once a month, once every 2 months, whatever it is, every single paycheck, you take a portion of your earnings after expenses, and then you put it into your favorite precious metal. And you don't worry about what the price is at the time. If it's higher, whatever. If it's lower, whatever, because you're averaging your cost in over time, hence the term dollar cost averaging. So don't wait for me. Don't wait for prices that I say, because again, it's just like a weather report. And I only give percentage chances, not definitely going here, definitely going there, okay? Dollar cost average. So those are the levels you need to look out for. Really want to hold 2,350 and waiting for that 2,400 to break and hold that. And that says all-time highs coming very, very soon. And at the moment, 50-50 chance. So right on the fence that we hit the best buy zone. That is gold. I'll take a look at the thing that is giving me that tiny little pause is just on the weekly time frame, left shoulder, head. If we broke down right now and started breaking down in the next few days, then I would say that head and shoulders could still play out. Look, it's looking positive, but that's why I'm at 50-50. But also on the monthly time frame, haven't been as keen on, I haven't been as positive on gold as I have been on silver because of this monthly time frame play out. I said in a couple of shows ago that this pattern here, it doesn't tend to play out a lot where you have a big spike, a second big spike, and only a very small higher high. You can see on the monthly time frame, each candle is 1 month, and then a red month, and then you just keep sailing through. I haven't seen that as much. It doesn't mean it can't happen. I haven't seen it a lot. That's why I have been saying, best buy zone more likely to come than in silver. So that's why I'm remaining 50-50, because we could certainly see a fake out. In the next few days, anything can happen, right? And then you could just see a fake out and down there. So that's why I'm 50-50 on gold, just so you know. But out of interest, when you look at the monthly on silver, that's a different story for me. Look at that, just a different structure. Yes, it is technically a lower high, but we've also, it looks like a different structure to me. Now, that could certainly happen. We could still 30% chance we hit the best buy zone, 28 to 26, but the structure looks a bit different. And also the relative strength index right here on the monthly time frame just looks a bit different. Although we will say the relative strength index on the monthly, look, it is trending up, and we're extremely overbought already. Yeah, I'll stick with 50-50. So that's gold, that's silver. Let's take a look at the gold to silver ratio. Absolutely dropping. Look at this. And that's great to see if you are a silver holder. What you want to see is to see it outperforming everything, outperforming the stock market, outperforming other investments that you could be in. As I've said for a very long time, and many other people say, if gold and silver is not outperforming, if your assets aren't at least outperforming the stock market, you got to question it. But we're in gold, we're a little bit different. Our stackers, we love the physical because it is physical. So it's a little bit different for us saying, well, gold and silver aren't currently outpacing the S&P 500, the stock index, but that's okay. We're cool with that because we're about the physical. We're about the, you know, if you don't hold it, you don't own it and all that kind of stuff. But out of interest, if you're all in silver and you are wanting to see that outperform gold, you're having a good week, because what we've seen is a very clear resistance level. I love technical analysis. It doesn't work always, but geez, mate, it can really do well. As we've been talking about, this long-term downtrend line, we peaked, this is on the weekly time frame, we wicked above, but closed below it. It was a level of resistance. And then this week, so we're on Thursday right now, this week, what do you know? We opened the week on Monday, and we made a play for this support level right here. We made a play to break above this downtrend line, which I've drawn in for a long time, but it was a failed move. Oftentimes from a failed move comes a fast move in the opposite direction. Gold was trying to outperform silver, but silver said, no way. And a huge move. So from a failed move, a fast move in the opposite direction, all the way back down. It's looking good for silver. Silver way outperforming gold at the moment. And we're back down to this bottom end here of this triangle pattern. You can see symmetrical triangle pattern right here. And if we break this, so this will be a level of support probably. If we break this, then silver will continue to outperform gold. Watch out for this support level here at 75, very key one. I would imagine that if we break this and we come down to 75, the more times you test a level, the more likely it is to be taken out. This case, a trapdoor, you'd probably see maybe a little bounce, but more likely, so I'd say more than a 50% chance, if we come down to the 75 level on the gold to silver ratio, you would see that taken out. More than 50%, not saying it will, but more than 50% right there. Also take a look on the relative strength index on the weekly time frame, on the gold to silver ratio. As this is going down, just so you know, silver is outperforming gold. As this is going up, gold's outperforming silver. They could be both going down in dollar price or up in dollar price. It's just tracking the ratio against each other. This has been in a very clear down trend. And gee, what do you know? Last week, we found resistance at the yellow average line of the relative strength index on the weekly time frame, and we bounced off it. So we ricocheted off it, and we're heading down again. So looking positive for silver against gold. So congratulations if you're an all silver person, which I am. I happen to be all silver, have a tiny little bit of gold, have a gold ring, have a 1/10 ounce gold coin, and I'm all silver, baby, and a little bit of platinum, actually. Speaking of platinum, that's the gold to silver ratio. Watch out for those levels I just said. Speaking of platinum, let's talk about it. Okay, all right. We are back above into my whatever level. What am I talking about? For my new subscribers, very briefly, I know you get a quick little history lesson every single time, but I get new subscribers all the time. So very quickly, long-term downtrend line from February of 2008, failed to break and hold for any significant period of time for a long time, meaning platinum has been flirting with me for a long time, flirting with you. It is my fickle mistress. We made a play for it. It was a failed move, fast move back into the depressed zone. This is the depressed zone for me. This is the ultra depressed zone. It happens to be my best buy zone of between 900 all the way down to 750. Will we get there? I don't know. Don't bank on it. So this is the best buy zone. This is my, okay, let's see what happens, kind of par for course level right here. That goes through this trend line right here. A sort of a more mini trend line, not that big major one from February 2008, a mini one from February of 2021, going through these two right here. So I'm in, while it's in that zone, I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. Much of a muchness. Let's just see what happens with platinum. So we're back in there. So I'm not depressed, but I'm not excited. I'm excited for platinum once we go above this trend line, and I'm ultra uber excited. Bull market territory, baby. Like all bets are off. It's bull market territory for platinum for a good bit of time. Once we close any month above 1,115 to 1,120, it's a key Fibonacci level. That signals to me, oh no, it's bull market time, baby, for that. But we're in the whatever phase. On the weekly time frame, on the relative strength index, we are tracking up, but we're not above the average on the relative strength index on the weekly. So again, we're not above these two levels right here. So that's why I call it the whatever zone. So we're in the whatever zone for platinum. If you are into platinum, I will be doing next week sometime. Next week, I'll do a ratio video of platinum against silver, platinum against gold. We'll look at that. And could platinum be, relative to silver and gold, a really good play at the moment? Some people think that is the case. I'll quickly mention something right now. That's gold, silver, platinum. I'll do the AUD USD, then I'll make a quick little announcement about what's happening next week with the show. And then we'll see if we can do some comments. But if we can't, I apologize. I'll have to fix that. So that's platinum. And finally, I wanted to show you the Australian, ooh, that just happened too. Okay, the Australian dollar against the US dollar. For my international subscribers, you'll just have to bear with me through this. But if you're in the US and you trade in the Australian dollar, this might be of interest to you. But of course, if you're somewhere else in the world, you really need to be tracking what your foreign currency is doing against the USD if you're into precious metals, because we've got international people, all us non-US people, have two things to coincide with: the up and down in the gold spot price in USD, plus what our own foreign currency is doing against the USD as well, because that will affect what the spot price is in your foreign currency. Did that make sense? I certainly hope it did. But here's the Aussie dollar. Okay, so the Aussie dollar is currently in a strengthening position. So what that means for Aussie dollar holders, or for gold and silver holders in Australian dollars, as this is going up, the Australian dollar is strengthening against the US dollar, which is actually pushing the Australian dollar price of gold and silver down, actually. So technically what you want, and I'm only talking about gold and silver, I'm not talking about the macro economy. If you're only talking about the little microcosm, micro environment of gold and silver world, what you technically want to see is a continual weakening of the Australian dollar against the US dollar. You just want it to weaken and weaken and weaken and weaken and weaken, because the value of your gold and silver in Australian dollars is going up and up and up, and more so than, well, I wouldn't say up and up and up all the time, but it's depends what gold and spot price is doing. But for example, if gold in the US dollar is going up and the Australian dollar is weakening against the US dollar, that's going down right there. That means actually gold in Australian dollars is going up even further. So that's kind of the ultimate: gold in US dollars to go up, spot price, Australian dollar weakening against the US dollar, and then your holdings in Australian dollars, the value goes higher. That's what you want, but you have to bear in mind, do we want, as a macro economy, the Australian dollar to weaken against the US dollar? That's a different argument. But what we're seeing is a strengthening against the US dollar at the moment. And we're up to a very key level right here, and it looks like we're making a play for it too. All right, here on the daily time frame, we have, yep, we're opening above. So we're above this very key trend line right here. So you could potentially, and I'll show you on the relative strength index as well, we're trending up on the relative strength index on the weekly time frame. So out of interest for Aussies, it looks like we potentially could continue to strengthen against the US dollar. Okay, again, that doesn't mean it's really bad news for your Aussie gold and silver holdings, again, because gold and silver in general could be going up, and it will still be going up in Aussie dollars, but just not up as quickly, if that makes sense. It's only if you started seeing, gold stagnating in USD and gold and silver sort of going down in USD, and that's strengthening, that ain't good for your AUD gold holdings or silver holdings. But a little bit of strengthening depends what else you do. Do you own a business where you have to buy wholesale products denominated in USD? Well, if that's the case, if you own that type of business, you actually want to see that strengthen, because you can buy them. You can buy your USD denominated products for cheaper as this is strengthening. So it's like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But just out of interest, it looks like it's going to continue to strengthen, and it looks like it will maybe make a test for the very long-term downtrend line right here. It could come up to test, or maybe this, I think this is the 200-day moving average. What is this? This is the SMA. Give me 1 second. What is that? The settings. This is the 200-day moving average right there. So it probably would make a play for the 200-day moving average, and that just happens to butt up against this downtrend line. If that breaks there, then gee, you would really see a continual strengthening of the USD, of the AUD against the USD. But we're not there yet. It's just contending with this little mini downtrend line right there. That's the goal of the Australian to USD ratio. We've done gold, we've done silver, we've done platinum, we've done the gold to silver ratio. We've just done that. Now I'll give you a couple of announcements, and then we'll see if we can get some comments. But if these comments just aren't working for some reason, I really apologize. I'll have to read them out. Nope, not working. Don't know why, but we'll read some of those comments out. But I just want to give you some couple announcements. Probably a good thing that the comments aren't working, to show them on the screen, because I have to go because my voice is starting to get lost. I'm going to tell you now the real story of why my voice is not good. It wasn't sickness. This is just for the subscribers and for the live people. Technically, it wasn't sickness. I wasn't. And thank you for your get wells. And I had to kind of play along. But technically, I'm still trying to get well. I went to, I'm going to tell you the story, and this is so annoying. I went to Perth on the weekend. As you know, I'm a singer, and I did a special couple of shows. I'm in a U2 tribute band, right? So we went to Perth. Unfortunately, I lost my voice. I don't know what it was a combination of, but on the Friday night, I did my sound check, and normally I'm fine. I basically never lose my voice. And it was I'll tell you the quick story, and then I've got an announcement, then we'll do some comments, and we'll go. Unfortunately, I lost my voice between sound check. I just don't think, and I'm really good with my warm. Like, I've been doing this for 25 years. I just either didn't warm up enough, or I overdid it on the sound check. And normally I run in-ear monitors so I can hear myself really well, but they've been playing around, they've been mucking up. So I said, look, I'll just use the speakers. They're called the monitors, or the wedges. They're called the speakers on the floor, which for non-musicians, you're on a stage, you've got speakers on the floor that point back at you, and that's so you can hear yourself. So you're singing in the microphone, and then the sound comes back to you. Some people use in-ear monitors, like a cable and like earphones, but I got rid of those because they were falling out. They were annoying me. So I said, I'll just use the wedges, the monitors. And I think I must have done something. I just, between sound check and when we needed to perform, I lost my voice. So unfortunately, luckily it was a double show. It was a U2 and In Excess show. So what happened was the In Excess guys did their first set, and then they had to go on and do some extra stuff on the Friday. I came out, I apologized. I had basically no voice. I was on stage. Sorry guys, blah, blah, blah. I sang 2 songs, just got through them, but did more of like an acoustic thing. And then I spent about 6 hours in the hospital on Friday night in Perth, waiting to get a steroid injection in my arm right here, which helps to reduce the inflammation, because I was hoping to be good enough to perform for Saturday. I got the steroid injection. It didn't work in time. And so the U2 show had to cancel its portion of the Saturday night show in Perth, and the In Excess show took the reins and did an amazing job. And so that's why technically I had no voice. So I had to wait Monday, Tuesday, yesterday I had to do, so I had to wait for my voice to come back. So technically I wasn't sick. Don't have the flu, don't have a cold. Just one of those random things. And it's the first time in 25 years of my entire career. I've lost my voice before, but it's never impacted a show, really. I haven't had to cancel a show. It's the first time in 25 years, so I was very depressed about that. It was very annoying. So that's just secret stuff for you, for my wonderful subscribers. And quick bit of news. So this week, coming next week, what you need to know. I'm going to be probably I'll try to do so on Friday. So the show will be normal next week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, possibly. So just so you know, between Thursday to Sunday, I'm going to Singapore with the U2 show Uptoon Baby. So I'm going to Singapore. What that means is Thursday, I might be able to do a show, but I'm not sure, depending on what time I travel. I think it's not early morning, so I might be able to do an early morning show before I leave for the airport, possibly. So, but think Thursday, possibly no show. Friday though, I'm going to go live from Singapore for Good Morning Stackers. So you're going to get a show on Friday. I'm going to come live from Singapore. I'm also hoping at some point to do a show possibly at a bullion dealer. I might do a little bit of filming I'm trying to, there's a bullion dealer that my old boss knows that I might be able to hook up with. I might be able to just show you what it's like to go to a Singapore bullion dealer. So I might do a little bit of filming and stuff and do a little mini doco, something like that. But I might do a live show on Saturday. We'll see. But at least a live show from Singapore on Friday. That'll be cool. And that's yeah. So I'm going there for a beer festival. It's the Asian Beer Fest Asia 2024. The U2 Show Acting Baby, we're performing on the Friday night and the Saturday night. We're getting flown over, hotel, the whole kit and caboodle, a great experience. And then I'll be back on Monday morning. So I'll probably do a Monday morning show. And that's pretty much it. So that's what's happening. So maybe or maybe not a show on Thursday, a live show from Singapore on the Friday, and then I might do some filming. So just that's what's going on there. And that's it, people. I'm going to just read out some comments. Okay, now it's working. What? Oh, it's changed it. That's right. Okay, we can do all the comments now. So what it's done is it's changed its thing, and now I have to press a different button. That's bloody annoying. Okay, so Pete repeat. Hope everyone's doing well. We've got all the stuff. Great. All right, so now we can do some quick comments. LB, good to see you. Right there. Good morning, everyone. Yo. Shadow banned. Yeah, shadow banned. I don't know. No one's shadow banned. I just don't know what's going on. I have to now click a button that says add to broadcast. That's never been there before. I've just been able to click the thing, and now I've got to click a different button. Thank you very much, Ecamm Live, for notifying me of that change, which you didn't notify me of. All right, great. LB says, oh, is this LAM? LB, watch every day, just changed username. Sorry, is this LAM? Or is LAM in the house as well? Good morning. Corbett says, good morning from Kansas City. Fantastic. It's so good to see you. From all my international subscribers, hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. Tony Peterson is in the house. Ray is here. Good to see I'm feeling better. Yeah, well, we just talked about that. And now Tony says, though, 395 subscribers at the moment. Your channel is growing by the day, Joe. Yes, it is. So 395. It's great. We're going to be at that 500. And out of interest, with the 500th subscriber, it's not that one. I think it was, Tony can confirm, one of these two, I don't remember which one, one of these two coins, I think it's that one, is a giveaway for the not for the 500th subscriber, but when I hit 500 subscribers, Tony Peterson, very much donated this coin right here. I think this is the giveaway one. Come on, you can see it. Come on, go. What is going on with my bloody setup today? It's not even, come on. Okay, you can't see it. That's annoying. But we will be giving away this in some kind of format. There you go. Some kind of format. This particular silver coin right here. Yeah, it's the Jekyll and Hyde one. The Jekyll Island one, Jekyll and Hyde. The Jekyll Island coin. We'll be giving that away courtesy of Tony Peterson. Thank you very much for the for reaching 500 subscribers. We'll do it in a fair way. It's not for the 500th subscriber, but we'll figure out a way to do it. So thanks for that. That's coming very, very soon. Let's do any more questions, comments. It's great. I agree, Tony. It's great having a worldwide community of stackers, many familiar names, and sometimes we get some big names in the world here. We get we get Silver DJ Club. We get Wall Street Silver in as well. Haven't seen them in the same room before. Clark Kent Superman situation, I think. Thoughts? Oh, here we go. LB. Thoughts of things like ETP, MAG, global times physical versus holding physical if we were to head to a bull market? Great question. Don't know the answer. Just hold physical. Just hold physical is probably the best idea. It's crazy how small the community is. I agree. 6:30 p.m. for Joe's stream and 8 a.m. for the other. Oh, there's another live stream that you watch at 8 a.m. Really? I'd love to know. Tell me what. Let's plug it. CT, what's that 8 a.m. stream that you watch? Is it one of the big boys? Let me know. Let's see. We'll enjoy seeing it soon. When is everyone trading silver for gold? I think many people, and I'll just show you, I'll share the screen again. I think many people posted, you've probably answered that comment. When would I consider? That's a great question. When would I consider? So you're asking that of everyone, but I'll answer that for me. When would I start to consider swapping some of my silver for gold, utilizing the gold to silver ratio? For me, it wouldn't be until I'd start considering it here at 70. I'd consider it, but really what I'm looking for is I'm not looking for a ratio level. I'm really looking at the relative strength index. I find that to be predictive. It doesn't matter where exactly, well, it matters, but it matters more where it hits here rather than where it hits here. So for example, we could get to, say for example, let's say we go all the way down to here at 60, right there. It matches that 1 to 60 level on the gold to silver ratio. But let's say that only touches, it's not even here on the relative strength index, it's not even an extremely undervalued for gold. So it gets to this low level, and everyone says, that's a really historically low level, but we're not even in extremely undervalued for gold level, which we have been many times before on the weekly time frame. I would actually suggest, no, I wouldn't do it there. I would wait until we're at least in extremely undervalued for gold on the weekly time frame, which means it could propel it, lower, or it could propel it higher. But definitely, look, if we're talking ratio levels, definitely considering very bigly when we hit the halfway point at 50. I would consider swapping a bit of my silver for gold. You want to personally, I want to keep some up my sleeve always, but obviously, let me go, that's looking very liney right there, apologize. But if we get anywhere down to this kind of area, your 40s, your 30s, your 20s, if we get down there, then definitely looking at it, but always keep some up your sleeve. So that's my answer for that gold to silver ratio thing. Let's see. Yeah, some people are saying 55 question mark. Yeah, 55 looks good. That 50, 55 area, I would definitely consider doing a swap, and I think many people would, because it hasn't been down to that 50, 55 level for quite some time. But don't swap it all for gold. You could lose out there and it could spring back up again, but you're always going to keep some up the sleeve in case we go to a 1 to 10 or 1 to 20. You don't know what the ratio is going to do. Tony Pearson says, I love 100% silver, no other metals for me. Good on you, mate. Daniel says, I'm about 75% silver, 25% gold. Good, greatly. Mostly 10-ounce bars. Speaking of mostly 10-ounce bars, I'll just quickly show you. That's not the one I want. That's the one I want. I'll quickly show you, of course, my... There we go. My brand partner, Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. They are Australia's first dealer to offer free shipping when you buy over a certain quantity. No other bullion dealer in Australia has even ever dared to do it like the big boys in America. We've just been kind of playing it safe, but Perth Bullion Exchange said, no, you deserve free shipping when you buy over a certain amount. It's not just one silver coin. You got to buy over a certain amount. You can buy a tube of silver coins, get free shipping. You can buy as little as 3 gold ounces and get free shipping. Like, you deserve that because you're spending so much damn money. So Perth Bullion Exchange have stepped up to the plate. They're the first one. Why is that segue? Because Ricky at Perth Bullion Exchange happens to love the 10-ounce silver bars. This is Ricky from Perth Bullion. I just caught him wide-eyed. They just recently released this video, educational video called The Pros and Cons of Silver Rounds. So if you go to YouTube, don't do it right now after the show, go to YouTube and type in Perth Bullion Exchange. You'll find their channel. Go watch this latest video of theirs, educational. They're doing a bunch of educational videos, the pros and cons of silver rounds, silver coins, the differences between rounds, bars, and coins, and blah, blah, blah. So great stuff, of which, just so you know, they happen to be my brand partner, and they are one of my clients for social media. So I'm actually teaching them the skills of how to create consistently engaging YouTube content and other social media content. So they are doing great guns with my guidance and my help. They are producing excellent content already. 363 subscribers. They're nearly beating me in subscribers already. They opened their business in the 1st of May. So they're doing great guns. So give them a subscribe and give them some support and buy from them, because they're my brand partner as well. But if you think I can help your business with consistently engaging content, you really want to get in contact with me, because I do it for any kind of business whatsoever. That was that. Tony says, Americans are spoiled for choice with generic rounds. Yeah, I do agree with that. There are a bunch of cool generic available. Absolutely agree. Daniel says, I just buy whatever is on sale at Costco. Oh, yeah, Walmart, cashback. You can get there's some great programs in the States of cashback as well. And particularly if Costco does cashback as well, and you're getting good prices for your precious metals at Costco. I'm about to lose my voice again. I gotta go. Let's see. Good on you. Any more comments? Wow, there's a lot of comments. Oh my God. All right, fantastic. I think we'll leave it at Tony Pearson says doxycycline. No, I don't need doxycycline. Let's see. Jason Ashworth says, need to gargle some of that coffee instead of slurp it to help the voice. What I really need to do is gargle some warm, salty water. What you really need for your vocals to better is just to rest your voice. Probably shouldn't have done the live show today, but I love you guys so much that I really needed to, and I probably needed to move my microphone closer. There we go. You don't want to see it? There we go. I probably need to do that. You can probably hear me a bit better. Bullion was Lance Broad. I haven't heard of Lance Broad, but this is the live show that you're talking about that you watch at 8 a.m. 8 p.m. your time. It was Lance Broad. Watch every day. Haven't heard of Lance Broad? Sounds interesting. Should probably check it out. Jekyll Island, beginning of the Fed Reserve, is the giveaway coin. That is correct. David Williams says 30-1 ratio for him. Fair enough. That's when he'll start to consider swapping some silver for gold. That is... Joe, can you please forward my email to Tony? All right, cool. Oh, mate, we're creating love matches right here. I'm just kidding. Pete's happily whatevered, and I know Tony is happily thingoed. I'm sure it's all professional and above board, and it's precious metals related. Now Joe's going to know I've been stream cheating on him. You dirty girl. That is, to rat you out, that is it, people. All right, I've got to go. I'm going to protect this voice. I've got, you'll probably get a live show tomorrow. I have said that. Oh, I just got to watch what the voice does, so I've got to be very careful with that. I've got to go to, as I said, got to go to Singapore next week. I have to be tip-top shape for the voice. So I think you'll get a live show tomorrow. I'll see what happens with the voice tomorrow, but I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'll probably do a quick pre-record. That has been Good Morning, Stackers. We will take you out with the theme song.
Good morning, Stack. Oh, yeah, we're feeling
Thanks for watching, guys. Silver is back. It's great to see. Please join me at the podcast tomorrow for the...
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove. Synchronised, Slurp.
Oh, we didn't do Synchronised Slurp. Quick. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Morning, oh, yeah, we're feeling fine.
Sorry about that. Stay safe, stay informed. Hopefully see you live tomorrow. Let's presume we will. And I will. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe, stay informed. Keep stacking. Take it easy.